Starting. So, as you know, we are discussing about the work process administration. This is the basement. This is the base. I mean to say, this is the first step to learn more things on the SAP basis side, more activities. So, work process administration part. As part of the work process administration, we are discussing about the dialog, update, enqueue, background, message server, up to we discussed. The next one is called the gateway. Why? Because these are the our family members. Same as like in our family, how we have the family members, same way in the SAP system also, they are the family members. That's why we will call it as the SAP work process. So these are the family members. So 7 family members here. So in that, so we are discussing about the each and every work process related information. So gateway work process here. So gateway work process is responsible to allow the connections inside of the system. If any external connection is coming, so then gateway work process will suppose this is your SAP system or this is your home, right? This is your home. Inside of the home, you have the data, SAP data and everything. Suppose if any external users like external connections, external calls which are coming from outside of the SAP. Suppose if any person is coming to your home, like first he has to enter into via gate, right? Via gate, he will come to your home, right? There is a gate, right? So if you want to enter into the home, there is a gate here. So here there is a gateway security person is there. So when we see in the celebrities' homes, maybe when you go to celebrities or when you want to visit the any apartments, there is a gateway security person is there. So what is the rules? What is the name? Why what he will do means he will whenever is there any person is coming to the inside of the home, the gateway work process will stop, will perform the valid security checks, then he will allow the connections inside of the system, right? Then only you can go to the inside of the system, you will do the remaining kind of things here. So the same time in SAP also we have the gateway work process which will perform the so security related information. Security means it's not like user password. So it's kind of which connection you should allow, that kind of some security settings it will perform it here. So those related settings, we can see it in the SMGW. SMGW is the transaction code. There we can perform the so related activities, we can perform it in the SMGW transaction code here, right? So which means if any external calls, if any connections are coming, normally multiple systems will talk to the our SAP systems, right? So how it is coming via gateway work process only, it will enter into the our system only. If in case of gateway closed due to some issues, what will happen? In case of gateway closed, what will happen? So none of the connections will not talk to the your SAP systems, right? So none of the systems will not talk to the your SAP system because of the gateway issues, right? So that's the reason gateway is the one of the important thing for SAP systems here, right? So all the here we can monitor the through SMGW. This is our server login. You can log in with this ID, or one more thing here, you no need to enter the, so suppose this IP also, it does not require IP. Sometimes if you are using the IP, so port number, you can also use the 3392 port number. Otherwise, just you can leave it the port number, just to use the just to address, click on the OK button, then enter it, then we will log into the so my systems here, right? We will log into the so my system, you can log into this server here. What is the port I am logging now? Let me use the same. What happened? Okay, I am using the wrong password. Okay, so it's not like that port issue, wrong password issue. Okay, you can open the SAP Here you can see lot of systems. Just open the any one of the connection here, take the production here. Okay. So ECP, just you can log into the basis user, then you can do the you can you can go to the SMGW. Here we can monitor the gateway process things here, gateway connections here, right? Here it will show if we go to the go to, then logged on clients, how many users are connected here. It will give the information. Or so if you go to the here, how many RFC connections are connected to the your system. So currently we connected as a remote gateway, local connection, right? Then one remote connection is enabled here, one remote connection is active here. So it will show the details here. So suppose if any external connections, currently we don't have, we have only local clients are only we here local internal communication purpose. Then one remote gateway which we connected, then the external connections which are coming from the external systems, and multiple users, multiple people will log in from different places, different regions, different cities, and different IPs, right? So in that case, each and every connection will be recorded here. Each and every connection will be, it will be show here, right? Number of connections and what they are, each and every information will show. So by default, only it will allow 2000 connections here. It will allow only 2000 connections here. If you want, you can increase it, but default 2000 connections are allowed. So which means whenever this 2000 connections is full, 2001 person is coming, immediately the gateway work process will tell like your limit is already over, then the user will not be allowed to connect to the inside of the SAP system. Why? Because the server capacity, your home capacity is 2000 connections only. Its limitation is done. Then the gateway will not allow the connections inside of the server here, right? So that's the thing here, right? So suppose let me log in some other connections here. You can see, suppose let me open the, so you can also open the systems outside of the your mobile also using this URLs. You can also open it here. All right. You can also open it here. Just so you can open the connections here. So it will open the SAP GUI using this one. You can open it here, right? Here we can just practice the other transaction codes and everything we can practice. So I connected from the external here. I connected from the external here, right? So which means I connected from the external. It will show the details. It will show the details here, right? So and also RFC connections. So I am not the RFC connection, right? Then it won't show. Why? Because system to system connectivities will come under the RFC connections here. System to system. Why? Because so here you are not only one SAP system here. You have in your organization with you, we have the multiple systems are available, right? Multiple systems, CRM, so ECC, NetWeaver. So one system will connect to the your system. Then in this case, this system connection will be tracked under the SMGW. This system will log it into this system. Then this system connection will be tracked here. So in the gateway, you can see the what are the external systems, either SAP, non-SAP, those systems related connections we can find out here. Those systems related connection we can find out here. We can connect, we can find out here. At the same time, if you go to the SM04 also, here you can see the how many number of users are logged into the your system. How many number of users are logged into the system here. See here, total 6 users, 6 backend sessions here, right? All are from the basis user. One is the DDIC user, but who is the host? Client host is this one. So this is the HTTPS connection. Then he is using the this one here. So here SM04 and AL0 are the transaction code to check the logged on users list. Logged on users list will be showed here. Logged on users list will be showed here, right? At the same time, SMGW is the process, gateway process. It will allow the connections inside of the your system here, inside of the system here. In case if we want to put the more security settings, if we want to put the more security settings, then there is a expert functions, expert more security features. Then it will go to the maintenance ACL files here. Here you need to, here you have the some configuration files, secinfo files here. Here you don't want to allow the all the connections, then you need to edit these files here. Here you see P means permit user is equal to star, means it will allow the all the users who are connecting to the SAP system, it will allow. So even though you have the correct password, but if you maintain something like, if you maintain the something like here, so something instead of user, if you maintain the only Ravi user, then system will allow only Ravi user, system will allow only Ravi user, will not allow the any other users, it will not allow. Because of it's a local only authorized person is the Ravi. That's why it's a more dangerous settings here. So then in this case, just don't maintain, just keep the star here. So if you want to put the, if it's the finance systems, it is the banking server settings, then we may have to use the more security settings, we may have to keep it here. So if it is not the banking server, just some customer, they won't touch the this ACL files, access control list. It's the most dangerous files these are. So which means if something mistake happens, then system will not allow any connections inside of the system. No one cannot log in, no one log into the SAP system here because of, so because of the your security settings here. So if you want to put more security settings here, then you need to go to the external expert settings, external security, then maintain the files here, maintain the files here, maintain the details here, so that it will perform the more security settings. Also, if we want to check the trace, each and every work process, there is a trace. So gateway also we have the trace and parameters, right? Trace, just you can go to the trace, you can display the file and see what's happening your gateway connections, who are coming, what connections are it is rejecting, what connections are it is rejecting here, remote gateway it is pending, then what connections are it is rejecting. There is a reject like that, you will get the one word here, which means reject means system is rejecting the that connections because of the you are increasing the more security settings, because of system is rejecting here, right? So nothing, there is no reject connections here, only connection timeout connections are there, there is no more rejected connections in the system here. So this is the normal gateway work process to monitor the connections, gateway process connections and everything this will do, right? If we want to use the more security settings, we can use the more security settings, but it's a, you need to pay attention while enabling the more security connections and everything, you need to pay it here. See here one more connection is initiated here, basis user, it's connected. So that, so see previously it was not there. Now the connection is initiated. So like that, so some connections will come into the system while logging to the user, the connections will come, and while log out, users will, the connections will gone. So as part of the our activity here, what we have to do here, we need to monitor, we need to check the, we need to check the, are there any connections are in the not okay or rejectedly. Sometimes what happens due to the some issues, your connection status here not okay. Normally, as part of our, what we will do in this transaction on the day-to-day activity means, we will come to the screen and see if any connection is not okay. Then check when was the last request, which is older than 24 hours or something. Then select the request. There is an option to delete the client. There is a option to delete the client here. So we can delete it here so that the user connection will be deleted. It will be freed. Then next to new connection will be initiated, that will come to the OK status. Sometimes what happens due to some issues between two servers, between this server to this server, what will happen? This will connect it. This system is down, even though it will, due to some issues, it will still open the connection. It's not doing, then its connection status showing that not okay. Then 24 hours, 48 hours completed, still it is showing here. Then we always log into the system SMGW, check the if any connection is not okay. If it's not okay means it will come to the red mark. Then select that one. Then we have to delete the connection here. Delete that connection. We have to delete it here. Like that, we need to pay the attention. We need to check the, as part of the day-to-day activity, we need to perform the activities here, right? That is the gateway work process. Okay, SMGW is a small transaction code just to monitor the gateway connections. That's it. Only gateway related things here. Okay, so the next one is the spool. Spool work process here, right? Spool work process is for the printer related administration. Spool is used for the printing purpose, the printer purpose, printing, right? The spool work process, right? Types, the spool types, work process types, right? So device types, there are the types of spools are there here. Normally, why we will use the spool means in SAP for printing purpose here, printing purpose here. Sir, what we will use it in the printing purpose here in SAP? What type of prints here, right? What type of prints we will use it in the SAP here, right? So normally some customers they will print their bank statements. If it is the finance systems, they will print the employees data. They will print the some master data. So if it is the different system, they will use the different transaction codes. They will use it. They will print out, right? They will print the master data. They will print the employee data. They will print the employee purchase order. They will print the some other data. So they will do that one, right? They will perform the all kind of work. They will perform it here, right? All kind of work they will perform it here. They will read the employee information, salaries. So some kind of information they will take it, right? They will perform the activities here. So they will do the printouts, right? To perform the printout, first of all, the printer, associated printer should be configured, right? Normally, when you join the organization, each and every floor, there is a printer, right? Printer is associated. So when you go to that floor, just you can select the printer, you can do the print, right? Similar way, we have to integrate our printers into the SAP system here. Printers into the SAP system here. So here, spool work process is responsible for to give the printouts from SAP to printer, right? So here we have the printer. Suppose example, this is a SAP system. So we have the one floor. There is a printer here. This is the printer. This is the printer. So this is the SAP system here. This is the SAP system here. So in this SAP system, we have the printer. In this printer, first of all, you have to integrate this printer into the SAP system, right? You have to integrate. You have to integrate this one printer. We have to integrate to the SAP, right? SAP we have to integrate here. So then once we have to integrate to the SAP here, so what we have to do, printer. Then when you give the print, it will ask the which printer you need to integrate. Not only one printer, multiple printers we can integrate. Then select the printer, click on the OK. Then SAP to paper will go here. Then it will print, paper will come out of the printer here, right? That means what we'll do during the payrolls time, during the HR time, during the success factor, during the appraisal time, during the discussion, normally the employees normally they will do the printouts during the tax information, salary information. So they will do the printouts, right? They will give the printouts from the SAP here, right? The time sheets, all those things, they will do the print. They will do the prints in the SAP here, right? So that kind of prints, we can do it here. That kind of prints, we can perform it, right? So how here SAP will be helpful here? So here, what we have to do, first of all, we need to integrate the printer. Means we have to go to the printer related transaction codes are SP01, SP02, SP80. These three are the spool related transaction codes. These three are the spool related transaction codes here. Spool related transaction codes here, right? Here, printer administration part, everything we will do it here. SP80, spool administration here, SP80 transaction code. We have to go to the SP80 transaction code, then go to the output devices here. Then here we will configure the printers. Here we will click on the create symbol. This is the create symbol, right? This is the delete for the deletion of the printers here. So this is the here we can select it, click the printer name here, office printer, suppose like fourth floor, office printer, fourth floor, something like that. We will create the printer device, right? Office printer, fourth floor, short name, fourth floor, right? So we given the CL. So what is the printer name? Normally, this form we have to fill it out here. Whenever you whenever you purchase any printer from Amazon or Flipkart or in our outside market, each printer there is a name, right? Either Canon printer, Brother printer, Zebra printer. So there is a Brother Canon. So IBM printer, Dell printer, Epson, LP, HP, LaserJet, a number of company related printers are available here, right? So you need to select the what is that printer here, right? Is it standard printer? Yeah, standard printer only. So then what is the model? So every printer, when you purchase it out, there is a model, right? Printer related model. Suppose like PCL-5 Japanese printer, right? The printer has one location. Which location? Right? These details we need to fill it out. These details we have to fill it out here. These details we have to fill it. So I have filled the printer details and everything. I have filled it here. So go to the access methods here. Here, there is the types of access methods are there here. When you are adding the printers, the first step, printers you need to add into SAP systems here. So access, so methods, access methods in, so access methods here. So access methods means here, what is mean by access methods means here, so what type of printer, like how you want to do the print, like is it you want to do the remote printings, you want to do the different methods, different types you want to give it. So here you have the different types of methods are there here, right? You want to front end printing. Front end means if you use the front end printing method, this printer is front end printer means it will use the printers which are configured in the your local laptops or desktop. It will use this kind of printers. It will use front end printing. Front end printing means so it will use the methods. Now you want to use the SAP related printers means you need to select the C, direct operating system call methods, right? So here normally here we have the types of printing methods are there here. So types of printing methods, printing types, sorry, types of printing. Okay, one is the local printing, remote printing. Then someone is the front end printing, local, remote, front end printing. We have there are the three types of printing methods we have. There are the three types of printing methods we have here. Local method, local printing means so your SAP spool work process, then the OS spooler, there is a printing spooler, the operating system level service. If you go to the task manager, in the task manager, you can go to the services. Here you can see the OS spooler. There is a spooler. There is a the print spooler here, this process. So OS spooler process here, right? OS spooler, print spooler here. This will come as part of the installation here, right? If both are in the same machine, means your SAP system, OS spooler, both are in the same host, then that is called the local printing. That is called the local printing. Suppose remote printing means SAP on one host, then the OS spooler on one host, then that is called the remote printing. So what will happen here, whenever you do the print from SAP, it will operating system level. Why? Because SAP will be installed on top of the operating system. Then it will hit your operating system spooler. Then this spooler, via the spooler, the paper via spooler, it will give the request to the your printer, then you will get the printout from the paper here, right? Here the OS spooler is available here. Your SAP, the OS spooler, both are in the one operating system, that is called the local printing here. In case remote printing, SAP on the one host, then this is on the different host, different operating system. So different. That time we will use the, so that time they will use the remote printing here, right? So you don't want to use local or remote, you want to give the printers which are there in the your local laptops or desktop. That time you can use the front end printing. Front end printing means it will use the your local printers. It will use the your local printers here. It will use the your local printers here. Though at the same time you can see it here. C means direct operating system call. It's the Windows. We will use the C method C. We will use it here. It's the Windows operating system. So your SAP is installed on the, so your SAP is installed on the Windows. Then that time we have to select the, that time we have to select the C operating system C here, right? So Windows system, that time we need to use the method C. We have to use it here. You can see the method C. We have to use it. So Windows means method C. We have to use it here. That is called the local method here, right? So at the same time, L means it's the Linux. If your SAP system is running on the your Unix system, then you have to use the, you have to use the L. So currently our SAP system is running on the Windows, then that's why we have to choose the C for local and L for Linux operating systems. We have to choose it here, right? Got it? C and L, right? So suppose if it is the remote, if it is the remote, then we need to choose the this yes. If it is the remote, then it is the Windows, then we need to choose the this one yes. So if it is the Linux, then you need to choose the U. So P means device protocol, M means mail to the receiver, L means local print. So I chose archiving device, then front end printing. So front end printing, the controller, this two are related to the front end. So E, right? E for, so email, so external output management system here, external. So means external output, external system here. So external devices, external systems here. E means external devices here. So like that, we have the methods are there here. Like that, we have the methods are there here. Here, the most important thing is you need to reverse here. So if it is the local, we have the Windows and Linux. Local means sometimes we will install the SAP on the local. Then that time you need to choose the L, right? If it is the Windows, you need to choose the, so L, right? So if it is the remote, if it is the remote printing methods, then you need to choose the L in the Windows. If it is the Windows remote, it is the Windows, then you need to choose the, so yes. If it is the Linux, you need to choose the U, right? Front end printing, then you need to choose the G or F. You can use it here, right? CL and SU and GF. So these are the, so types you need to choose it here when you are creating the printers here. Ours is the both are in the same operating system. I will choose it here. Then what is the printer details? So I can give you the, we don't have any printer. I'm giving the dummy details here. Okay, I'm host name I'm giving. Then go to the output attributes here. So you want to, is it color printer? If yes, you can choose it here. You want to print the one side or both the side or reverse order, how you want to print it, right? Normally when you go to the print shop, the shop owner will open your page. Then he will ask you, you want to color print, you want to print the one side or both the side or reverse order, how you want to print it out. So which tray you want to use it, you will select it, default trays, default tray. Tray information means pages. In the trays, we have the tray. In the printed trays, tray, we have the pages, right? So that page format, it will use the A3 format or A4 format. So A5 formats, which format you want, the formats are available. So you can choose formats here. Then you can just click on the save button here. So then You can click on the save button. Then you can spool server, means our SAP system where the spool work process is running. That spool server you need to choose it here. Then down, output device was saved. Output device was saved here. Now printer you created, right? Office printer, jet printer, HP, you saved it, you created here. So now what the users will do whenever printer is done, now you will inform to use this printer for your printing anything. Then they will open the logistics or accounts or anything payable or anything payments orders, they will open it. Then sales, they will do the print, they will do the prints here. There is an option either control P or you can use the print icon. Any page you will get the print icon here. Just click on the print icon, print. It will ask the, so what is the output? This screen we know when you go to the your shop to print out, you will get this page, print screen list here, right? So from here you need to just select the what type of printer. Normally the shop owner also will select the some printers here. You will open it, you will see list of printers. Okay, we have the instruction to use office fourth floor. You will use the printer, this one. You want to print immediately, right? Just to, okay, click on the immediate. So then click on the continue button here. Then so each print whenever you give it, it will create the one request number. One spool request number will be created. One request number is created here, right? So then so the spool request number is created. Now if we are in front of your printer, then immediately the paper will come out from your printer. Whatever you print it out, the paper will come out from your printer. Sir, I am not in front of the printer. Printer is there in my office. I am in my home. Then how can I know whether my printer is printed or not? Here you can directly go to the SP01 transaction code. Here you can directly go to the SP01 transaction code here, right? SP01 transaction code. Here you can check the who is the user. Then select the here you will get the list of prints here. You will get the list of prints here. So today now you have given, is it correct one? 04, yes. 04. This is the one, right? See, this is error. The printer status is error here. This is the office printer you selected, right? Office printer you selected here. But this printer has some error here. Means the page has some error. You can see status, it is error. Incorrect error sending the data. We go to the log. What is there? There is no printer like this here. Printer name is invalid. We don't have any printer like this. That's why the status is showing the error. The status is showing the error message here, right? There is no printer name like this here. Status is showing the error message. Okay, got it? So this way we can see the status here. We can see the status of the your spool request number and everything here, right? So that is the one we can see it here, right? So we have the number of requests are there. It will be generated by the jobs also will generate it here. They are the, you can see they are the 4 pages here. What will be there, which job generated this printer here, right? They are the total 4 pages are there here. What is there here? If you open the here, this one, you will see the what is there here. So there is a CD POS table. The data is getting from the printer. The data table it is printing from the table here. See here, there is a number of data, number of records are getting printed here. Number of records are getting printed here in a CD POS table is getting printed, right? So here SP01 we can find out the so spool request number. SP02 dedicated for your spools only, not for others. Only dedicated to your spools only will be displayed here. Your spool request only will be displayed here. Only basis whatever user you logged in, the same user related details will be how many spools you generated till now. Dedicated numbers will be displayed here. Dedicated numbers will be displayed here, right? So if you go SP01 here, we have the option to filter the user. Suppose I want to check the DDIC user. With the DDIC user, how many prints are displayed here? Nothing is there with the DDIC user, right? You want to check the SAP star related how many users. So only nothing, no prints here. right? Suppose you want to check the print, we want to filter the prints based upon the user, we will get the option. Based upon the dates, you will get the option. You will print out from the here, right? So this is also checking the spool logs, and SP0 also spool logs, but SP02 is for the dedicated to your user only. It will not give any option dedicated to your user only. Dedicated to your user only. You will get the spool related things here. Spool related things here. Okay. Spool related things we can check it out from here. So this is the spool work process and printers here. So normally don't assume like the printers, the spools, we will use SAP printers and SAP, those things we will use it only some printouts, papers printout only from SAP. Don't assume like this here. So we have more than that. It's not only like just printing the data from SAP. So SAP taking the printouts are only rare cases we will use it, right? Means it's not like that. Some customers, some companies, they will dedicatedly use the SAP for printing only. Why? Because if we go to the water bottles, in the water bottle, we have the label printings, right? The label printing, who will print it out? Some of the companies, SAP will print it. And also, if you go to the airports, bag scanners, lock scanners, who will scan it? SAP will scan it here. If we want, we can just check it out here. In the functional team will do the lot of work here. They will do the lot of work here, right? SAP printing, so barcode printing, so barcodes, scanners, so barcode printing. There are a lot of areas we will use the SAP here. SAP, a lot of areas we will use it here. SAP here, right? Lot of areas, not only just uh, SAP side printing. So number of barcodes in SAP free. So you can see number of accounts vouchers printing. So number of things we will do it from the SAP here. So the scanner, barcode scanner. So scanning the bags, luggage. So all those things we will do it. All those things we will do it here. See here, mobile in the S4HANA systems, right? You can see lot of things we will do it here. Let me see.
BCC Distribution Incorporated is a leader in developing Zebra RF scanning and barcode printing equipment, along with software and services to distribution and manufacturing companies running SAP ECC 6.0 or S4HANA software. BCCD's goal is to optimize inventory accuracies.
See here, they are using the SAP. For SAP, they are using. See here how they are using here. So not only here, the many ways. So there is a Arizona company, Arizona US related company. So they will scan it actually in their site. If we go to their site, juices. Actually, there is the juice Arizona. So Arizona beverages. Yes. So in long back, one of my friend is working in this customer only for SAP. So for the printing the labels. Here you can see the labels. This bottle, there are the labels. You can see labels here in the bottle, right? So who will print? SAP will print it per second, number of per minute, per second, per hour, number of prints will send by the SAP here. So here based upon these bottles, right? You can see the bottle, juice bottles and energy bottles here. So SAP will print, SAP can able to print these labels also here, so that the people they can do it. So and also if something got delayed in the SAP or the SAP are down, then there is a big loss for their company here, right? The products will not go out, the trucks will not go outside if the scanner or barcode scanner is not working, the trucks will delay. So right, the product storage, all the packing will be delay. So this will happen. Not only, don't think it's not only just SAP sides are just only what we will do. Just SAP side SPAD we will go and we will do the normal our office printers we will do it. Then we will print from the SAP only rare cases, right? So it's a rare cases for only rare users. But sometimes some customers some customers they will do more than that. Some customers, they will go more than that. Some customers. Okay, so here some customers they will morely use the only dedicated printing purpose only they will use the SAP systems. Only dedicatedly SAP printing purpose only they will use it here. Airports, maybe in the Jet Airways or some of the they will use the SAP for the scanning the bags and everything. So there are a lot of things are there with the SAP, not only just a small SAP. So it's like across the world, many customers, then many are there for SAP. They will use the many other use cases, business purpose. They will use the SAP here. Some customers printing, some customers billing, some customers scanning, some customers in the shopping carts, shopping malls. Many use cases are there because of the SAP here, right? So like that we can print from the SAP here, right? So that is will be done by the spool work process here. Here spool work process will perform the this kind of activities. Okay, got it? This kind of activities will be done by the spool work process here. So yeah.
I have a doubt. Like sometimes we'll be getting an ABAP runtime error of spool overflow.
Yeah.
What is that scenario? Can you please
That
explain?
scenario is like in case of normally we are generated now itself we generated the n number of spools we generated, right? N number of spools request we generated. Number of spool request we generated here. So it will occupy the there is one spool table is there, spool table. So what will happen when you keep on printing hundreds of spools, print thousands, lakhs of spools you are giving printing, what will happen? It will it will fill the table, SAP table, it will fill it out. When that fill it out, then you will get the dumps like ST22, the spool related errors, you will print it out here. The spool related things, you will get it out here, spool error, spool overflow. So in that case, normally what happens, there are some standard jobs in SAP here. So there are some standard jobs in SAP. So those jobs will do this cleanup activities here. Those jobs will delete the spool request which are older than 24, which are older than 14 days, which are older than some hours. That will delete it. The spool jobs will delete the spool which are older spools and everything, so that it will be clean and up to date here. Means how we are cleaning up our premises. Same way, here SAP system also there are the SAP internal jobs. It will do some spool cleanup, jobs cleanup, some other dumps cleanup, some of the all those things will be performed here. So reorg spools, it will delete the which are older than, you can see it here, which are delete the reorg, delete the daily, this will run, which will delete the old spool requests which are older than 24 hours, 14 days, it will delete it, depends upon the which you given here. So in case of job is not running, what will happen? Cleanup will not happen. Cleanup is not happening means your tables will fill up with the spool request and everything here. So in some day you will get the errors like spool table got full, then you may face the multiple issues here. That's why as part of our day-to-day work, what we have to do during we need to check our jobs are running or not. If any jobs are failed or not. So we need to check it out. If the jobs are failing, we need to take the action. Why these jobs are failing like that? So we have to take the actions. So if the jobs are failing, definitely there is a issue. So not now, maybe in the long running, you may face the issues.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it for the spool administration part. So just go with all the way to till down. So whatever we discussed till now, like so we discussed about first SICK, then SM28 are fine, then SM50, then SM51, then SM66, then SMLG, then SM36, then SM37 for the background jobs, then SMLG we discussed. So then SP01 today. So SP02, SPAD, then SMGW, SMMS. See here, lot of transaction codes we are discussing here. SM13, SM14, SM12, then SM14 we discuss, okay, then SM21, then ST22. See here, M number of transaction codes as part of the work process administration we discussed, right? More to come, like AL08, then AL08, and SM04, SM04, then SA38 or SE38 or SE11 or SE16. See here, a number of transaction codes we are discussing here day to day, right? So will be useful here, right? So these are the basics related transaction codes here. The basic related transaction codes. In case of any issues, normally we will use this transaction codes here, right? So in the next one, which we are going to discuss about upcoming topic, is the client administration part. Here, how to create the clients, then what is required, what are the client copies. So all those things will come. Okay. So just to remember client administration is our Monday's topic which we are going to discuss. So meanwhile, just to practice all those transaction codes here. So you can use our SAP systems. So you can use NetWeaver systems also fine. You have the ECP systems, ECC, ECD systems also there. These are like a real-time systems.